This one is working. Oh my goodness. So many technical difficulties.
We are having a few issues with,
StreamYard.
I don't really know what it is because I don't know the technical side of things, but the link that we've sent to everybody hasn't worked for some reason. So
I'm trying to send everyone a link now.
yes.
But that is why we public and not unlisted, because this was supposed to be unlisted, but
and we've never had that before, have we?
No, I
like
don't know
that's
what's
never come up
happened.
before. Like we had an error message that we've never seen. So I mean, it doesn't matter what goes wrong. I don't understand any of it anyway. But new one for Abigail. So she is currently just sending out a new link to everybody that is meant to be on this live stream. So if you're watching on replay, a few technical difficulties, bear with us, and we will make a start on this live when we've sent out a new email with a new link.
It's going to be the ugliest email I've ever seen.
Doesn't matter.
Comes on because it's not the right colour. Oh, no.
Do you know what? We're lucky that we use Flowdesk for our emails, though, aren't we? Because they look nice anyway. So we're just doing like a bog standard email. But because we use Flowdesk, it automatically has all of our branding colours and our signatures saved for the bottom of the email. And yeah, it just all looks nice anyway, doesn't it? It's no point in talking to Abigail because she's concentrating on typing. You can tell that she's like when she's angry typing, when she's like, and it sounds like she's going to put her fingers through the keyboard, not to speak to her because she can't concentrate on two things at once.
I can't concentrate anyway because you keep talking. I know you got to keep talking. I'm not saying don't stop, like keep talking. Link. Don't have it.
Ah, the joys of technology. It'd be boring if everything just went to plan, though, wouldn't it?
It would, yeah.
Maybe change that name though, because that's not
my name.
No.
Certainly not.
Do you know, it doesn't matter how many times I type my name, and I type my name a lot every day because I send a lot of emails. I will spell my name wrong every single time. Usually with a random letter in the middle. Okay.
Continue.
So that is now out to everybody. So we're going to have to give them 2 minutes to jump on. Hopefully, when we put this up for replay, we can just take the start out, innit? If that's
I don't feel like that works.
No,
I
mean, it'd be good if we could do that. Just delete the front. Delete the beginning.
Oh, now everybody that's in that is not in that segment. They're saying there's only one person in that segment, but there's obviously not. Oh, right. Well, I'm going to send that email and hopefully people will get it.
Why don't you send it to the... that?
Oh, no, because then all our clients are going to get it.
Oh, that one, yeah. So every single photographer that's ever joined up to our mailing list is now having this link because we don't know where the people who should have had the link have gone. Feels like a Monday morning, doesn't it?
Or Friday afternoon.
Oh, yeah, usually a Friday afternoon. For some reason, we went through a spate of doing live streams and we did like a mini course on a Friday. And I don't know why Friday, because Friday is always exhausting anyway, innit?
Yeah.
And we were like mush by the time we were doing our live then.
Right, that can go off. I'm back in the room. I haven't got the
I'm
link
allowed
that I
to
was
talk
supposed
again.
I haven't got the link I was going to be putting in the comment, but I'll find it in a second.
Okay. So shall we give everybody a couple more minutes because that email has only just gone out, haven't it?
Yeah. That's there for later.
Can we unlist it after?
Yeah. I should probably. Who knows?
Okay, so the reason we do these as unlisted is because sometimes we have some comments that are not very nice. So we're just going to have to put up with that and delete them as they come in.
Yeah, well, we have people register so that we can contact them afterwards with things that they need and whatever and follow up with people. But that is also another issue, is that we have random people seen inappropriate things in the comments.
Mm.
I would just like to clarify, my hair didn't look like this when I left the house this morning. I did have curly hair, but it's raining and I've got one curl left.
You've got like a perfect curl there and then a perfectly straight piece right next to it. I don't know how you do it.
I didn't do anything. It was curly and that was no. But anyway.
The joys of living in Wales.
Yes.
It's a wet one today. It's miserable.
Can't
what we're meant to be talking about. There's been so much stress going on this morning. And also, I mean, any excuse to get a coffee from our local coffee shop, because they are very, very good coffees. But we've got a boiling water tap in the studio so that we didn't have to have a kettle. We thought it would be easier. Didn't turn out to be easier because we're on
bane of my life.
The second tank in 5 years. And this one has lasted, I mean, this lasted longer than the first one. It's lasted 3 years, but still, this one's now leaking everywhere. So we can't actually...
Third tank, no, second.
You sure?
Yeah, because we had that tank by the back door for ages. When the other one broke, they took both of them.
At the same time? And it is.
It's the third one in 5 years.
Third. Oh, terrible. So
I'm not buying another one.
No, we're going to get a kettle. I mean, it would have been a hell of a lot cheaper in the long run, wouldn't it?
I know, but it's really sad, because it's so much easier to have a boiling tap.
Oh, it is, yeah, but like...
It's not worth the hassle.
No. The last time it leaked, we had to change the
whole kitchen.
Yeah, we had to rip the kitchen out because it just... The water soaked into all of the cupboards. But I mean, that's completely off topic. But that just gives you an example of how our morning's going. So we couldn't make our cup of coffee. We had to go down and grab one from the coffee shop, which I'm not sad about because it's really nice.
No. Just lovely. Shall we just make a start?
Yes.
And then everyone else can watch on replay because we're now at 7 minutes nearly.
We haven't talked about anything.
We've talked about absolute rubbish. I will probably email everyone and say start at 7 minutes because...
Yeah, skip the first 7 minutes.
It's just us bumping. So, maternity photography basically is what we talked about.
Yes.
And being able to build a sustainable business around your maternity photography.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people think when they go and learn from people or go to like conferences or anything else and try and get education on the business is they go in for more ideas, new ideas of how they can do things right, rather than clarity on the ideas they've already got.
Yeah, and I think as creatives, we have an awful lot of ideas, don't we? We don't need any extra ideas. We if anything like us, we're full of ideas and probably too many.
Yeah.
So the ones that you have got just need to be clearer so you can set goals and be able to achieve those.
It's like the whole Instagram algorithm thing, innit? Everyone is constantly like, oh, this is what you need to do next for your algorithm, and this is what you need to do next for the algorithm, and this will get you viral. And it's just constant information, and it's always different information and always conflicting information.
And you're always trying new things all the time rather than... And
you don't give enough chance to let anything actually work because you're constantly being told, oh, you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to do this. And we're very... passionate about the fact that you don't need to do everything the same as everyone else, and there's no one way of doing everything. Nobody fits in the same box. It's your business and it needs to feel right for you. It's just about stepping back and looking at, right, these are the ideas I've got. What ways can I implement these, and what can I do differently with these ideas that can make a difference? And working through it step by step and giving yourself chance to fail, to learn things, but also this went really well, what can I learn from that? And having not 70,000 people telling you how to do things is, what do you want to do and how can we make that work for you?
Yeah. And it's very much a mindset shift. You've got to have you've got to be in the right headspace to be able to do it.
Yeah.
And you've got to switch from thinking, what else do I need to try? This isn't working, and not giving things enough chance. So it is about being in the right, not frame of mind, but do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So it's growth doesn't happen when you're doing everything. It happens when you concentrate on the important things and doing those well, rather than trying to do everything okay.
And things do take time. So if something doesn't work straight away, it's not about scrapping and trying the next idea. It's about looking at, okay, so why isn't it working? What parts are working? What parts are not working? What things are kind of okay but could improve? And reflecting on things and
making small changes as you go, just small changes to see what that can do, and then right, okay, well that didn't go in my favor, so let's go back to the original idea and see what I can do from there. Or that worked really well, let's build on that. Yeah, it's not about doing everything, it's about focusing on the right things.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people struggle with the fact that their photography is really good, and there's so many amazing photographers out there, and in particular maternity photographers.
Yeah.
But that doesn't necessarily mean that your business is good. Like you could be really good at the photography side of things and really bad at the business side of things.
And again, as a creative, that tends to go hand in hand. And
Yeah.
people who are very creative and are good at the creative side of things tend to not be good at,
No.
but it's not their forte, or they need a helping hand in doing the
Yeah.
business side of things. Because if you haven't got the business
'Cause it's quite boring.
foundations, it is. Yeah. Well, not for me. I like that part. But if you haven't got your business foundations right, you can be the best photographer in the world, but your business isn't going to survive, because you need to look at it as a business rather than.
But they're all learnable skills, and
Yeah, definitely.
Not being creative enough, because that you'd struggle to be able to be in a creative industry if you weren't creative enough.
Yeah.
But not having the business side of things locked down I would say, not an easy fix, because if it is boring to you and it is tedious, it can feel like like walking through treacle or whatever. But it's a skill you can learn, and it is things that you can do to get around it. You can like get other people to do bits for you.
I was going to say, you can find ways of doing things to make it easier or less boring, or ship it out to somebody else.
Yeah, I love shipping things out like that, the boring stuff.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it's just about thinking of it as a business rather than like artwork. Because if I'm honest, I've said this before, haven't I? You as long as you're at a certain level with your photography, you don't need to be the best at photographing whatever you're photographing. Because if somebody's going to come to you and say, can I pay you some money to take a photograph of XYZ, their child, them and their partner, their animal, whatever it is they're asking you to photograph, you're photographing something that they love. So the end result they're going to love, because it's a photograph of the person or the animal that they love. So it doesn't, as long as you're a competent photographer, you don't need to be the best photographer. What you need to be is competent in your business side of things. That's what is going to make the difference.
Some of the most successful photographers are not the best photographers.
No.
They're very good at business and very good at selling themselves. Yeah. And I think we've said this before on the podcast, the UK is slightly lacking behind in places like America in business education for photographers, because it's slightly more boring and it's not seen as a exciting part of the industry.
Yeah.
We don't tend to focus on it, and it's all about, look at this wrapping tutorial, or come and do this maternity style shoot or whatever. And it's all stuff that's the exciting, creative stuff, which I get, like we all want to do the fun stuff. But the amount of business classes in like SWPP that were hardly anybody in them, because they were all in doing the shoots instead.
Yeah.
When actually they probably should have been in doing the business classes, because they know how to shoot. Yeah. They just wanted to have a bit of fun, which again, I get.
And you can always work on your style and your photography, and we are always looking to improve on our final images. We're always looking at little tweaks that we can make, and what about if we add this? What about if we try this? And we're always trying to strive for more with our photography.
You never know everything in photography. No. You can always improve on something.
Yeah, but I feel like that comes over time as you gain more confidence in, and you hone your craft. That comes over time, whereas the business side of things doesn't develop like that. You learn things by making mistakes, and that does, you will learn those things as you're going through. But unless you take the time to get your business foundations right, making sure your website is, how it should be, and it's giving your client a journey, and your SEO is doing what it needs to do, so you're showing up when people are looking for you, and you're using all of the avenues that you can in terms of marketing. So making sure you're using Pinterest and you've got an email list, and it's about making sure all of those less exciting things are all set up correctly, and it does take time, and you've got to set that time aside to be able to do those
But
things.
once it's done and it starts working for you, it makes your life so much easier.
Oh, yeah. And like the clients that we have that spend the biggest amount of money with us have never come from Instagram and, oh, I saw that beautiful photo of that baby that you posted on Instagram and anyway I had to come and see you. It was, they found us through Google.
Yeah.
They've done a search online. They were actively looking for a photographer. They saw us. We showed up when they were looking for us, and that's how they booked us. And they have every
Showing
one of
up at the
our,
right place at the right time for the right person.
absolutely, and every single one of our biggest spenders, every single one of them have come through Google, haven't they?
Yeah.
We've had people that have spent money with us that have come through Instagram or whatever, but the big spenders have always been Google.
Because we're showing up when we're answering questions that they're asking, and we are answering them with authority and showing that we are experts in this field. And then we've taken them on a journey through our website, and then they've ended up on our contact form, and they've gone, oh yeah, we need to book these.
Yeah, they know what they're talking about.
Yeah, and as you know that they've gone through that journey by the time that you phoned them for their phone consultation, because they already know the information you tell them.
And they're so excited to tell you that they know. So I know that for my maternity session, I've got to be between 28 and 32 weeks pregnant. And I know that I get a gown included in my session. And I know that if I'm booking now, I come and see you for a pre-session consultation, and I know what colour I want for my gown. Or
and then some of the time they're like, oh, I know that we've got to book in for a pre-session consultation, but I'm living in wherever, when it's too far away. And we're like, is there an alternative? We're like, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But they've already got the questions in mind because they've gone through the website, they've gone through the avenues that we wanted them to, and it's all worked.
Yeah. I love those clients.
I know, my favourite. I don't have favourites, but they are my favourite. The good news is you don't have to do it alone.
No.
Because it is a very lonely place in this industry if you're doing it by yourself. We are very lucky that we have each other. Well, I say lucky. Sometimes we're not lucky that we have each other. But we are very lucky that we have each other. But we've also got our little community on Facebook that you are welcome to join. I don't think there's a link in the description. I will add one now.
We want that to be a safe space where you can ask whatever question you want to ask. Doesn't matter if you feel like it's a silly question. There is probably somebody else wanting to ask the same question and they're too afraid to do it. So ask whatever you want to ask. If somebody else in the group can answer the question for you, great. If we answer the question for you, that's what we are there for. And the aim of it was always just to be a safe space for us to...
A non-clicky, nice, just no judgment zone.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which I feel like it is. But also, we're only at the other end of an email. Like, how many emails have we had this week with questions from other photographers? And we're always happy to help any way we can. That should be in the description. I don't know if that's going to break the stream again, but we shall see.
Oh, I feel like today's one of those days where you just need to go back to bed and start again.
Yeah, I agree. I might have a nap. I've got no spare to make sure that we stay on course, because we go off on a tangent, and we have gone off on a tangent
many times.
What was we talking about? The group.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, so join the group. If you would like to have some feedback on images, or if you just want to ask questions or anything really.
And if you listen or watch our podcast, sometimes we like to give a bit of homework, and that tends to be the place where we post about it.
We haven't given homework in ages.
No, we haven't.
That'll be next episode.
Yeah.
We'll have extra homework. But yeah, we can bounce ideas off each other, and it is a safe space. Yeah. But also email us, and we'll email you back anyway. It's just fine.
Yeah.
But go to in-person learning and meet other people.
Yeah, there's loads of other people that are in the same situation as you, that they are in that awkward middle. They're not at the beginning of their career. They know how to take a photograph, but they're also not at the other end of the scale where they're earning
megabucks.
Yeah, lots of money and can retire early.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, I know. But there is so many of us that are in that middle ground, and we keep going back to that, don't we? Like there'll be
there's never a point, I don't think, that you go, okay, I'm done now. I've learned everything that I can learn. I'm the absolute best I can be.
No, there's always something new to strive for and a new goal to achieve.
Yeah.
For us, there's because we just can't sit still.
There's no ceiling.
But there is so many people that are in the same situation as you that just want a bit of clarity. And that is what it is. It's just knowing what steps to take and what bits of their business that need the tweaks.
And sometimes it's really something really simple. You'll have a conversation with another photographer and they'll go, "All right, have you tried that?" And you go, "Oh my God, no. That makes so much sense." And you try it and it works.
Yeah.
Or you try it and it doesn't work, but it sparks something else. And it's just having those little conversations. And I think it was really daunting before we had photographer friends in the industry to walk into those rooms and be an absolute nobody and not know anybody. And it was really hard for a long time to go, because we kept turning up to the conferences and the shows and everything. But because we had each other, we wouldn't talk to anybody and we weren't getting involved in anything. So we would just go and be like, "Oh yeah, that was nice." Everyone seemed to have lots of friends there and we didn't know anybody. And then we started talking to people and pushing ourselves on people.
What we started doing was, as we walked into a room, we'd go opposite directions, because when we were stood together, we'd either talk to each other or people would see us and think we were in a conversation and not want to approach us. So when we started going off on our own a little bit and actually making an effort outside of us.
Which one does?
It did, yeah.
But now we've got lots of photography friends.
Yeah.
Photography friends.
Yeah, but they're not just photography friends. We met them through photography circles, but like some of
They're
them now
actual
are just proper friends for life. Like people we can just ring up and have a little chat with.
Yeah. So
Abigail loves a little FaceTime quite often.
I'll FaceTime anybody. Cold FaceTime as well. I won't tell them I'm FaceTime and I'll be like, "I'll just FaceTime them."
Yeah.
They come down, so they can't say me. I didn't realize people didn't like that, but I'll just keep doing it because that's, they all know I'm doing it now, so it's fine.
Do you know what? The one I will never forget is when we were trying to we bought a new backdrop system.
I did tell him I was phoning.
Oh, you did? Yeah. That wasn't a cold one. We bought a new backdrop system and we were trying to get it up and it was a hoo-ha, like everything else in our life apparently. And Abigail just decided to FaceTime Gary Hill to ask him, "How do I put this up on the ceiling?" Yeah. So
if anybody knows Gary Hill, he had absolutely no advice.
Botch it, girls, just botch it. No thanks. Thank you, Gary. Yeah, so she will FaceTime anybody. But but to be fair, if we didn't know Gary like we know him now, we would never have done that, would we?
No, I wouldn't have had his number. No, but we would never have been able to ask anybody the question because we didn't know anybody and I was too afraid to talk to anybody.
Yeah.
But now I just talk to anyone.
Yeah, so come be our friend. Come to an event and come and see us and come talk to us. I love having conversations.
I was going to say, what I really like now is that people approach us instead of having to approach them because we're teaching and stuff, they see our name and stuff on things and we're in the brochure and whatever.
Yeah.
So they're like, "Oh, it's those girls that are teaching whatever," and they'll just come and talk to us. And like, that is lovely because I don't have to approach people now. And I know they want to talk to me because they've approached me.
Oh, moral of the story, if you ever see us, just come and have a conversation with us because we won't come to you.
I'll share pizza with you if you want. That happened in society.
Yeah, we did business school in societies and somebody that was in business school came up to us afterwards and asked, "Could you join us at the table?" Absolutely, come and have a conversation. It was a very good conversation. It was lovely. We were there for ages and he shared pizza with us and it was lovely.
He did. Couldn't finish my pizza, so we ate it. But yeah.
We go off on some tangents, don't we? Oh my goodness.
What have I got written down? Wait a minute. Oh yeah, taking a step back, basically. That's a lot of writing to say you need to take a step back. Just take
extensive notes.
It was extensive.
You were prepared.
I was very prepared. Was you impressed when I came in this morning with so many notes?
Yeah.
But lots of different things.
Yeah.
I was very busy last night.
And still everything didn't go to plan.
No, you can plan as much as you want. It'll never go to plan. What was I saying? You interrupted me now when I've lost my train of thought. Taking a step back and giving yourself space to...
I thought you was going to say Taylor Swift. I was like, where is this going? Jesus Christ.
Are you going to let me finish this thought?
Sorry. Go.
Take a step back and give yourself time to... I don't even know. Whatever.
Listen to Taylor Swift. I genuinely thought that's what was coming out your mouth. This sounded like Taylor Swift. I was like, I don't know where she's going.
Can you get back on task, please?
Yes. Okay. Take a step back.
I don't know where my thought is. You're going to have to finish it. Never mind.
Take a step back and look at the bits of the business that could do with tweaking.
I know what it was. Give yourself time. Yeah. So once you've worked out the basics of what you need to be doing, like the ideas that you're going to focus on, and got rid of all the bump around it. It's giving yourself time to implement those ideas. For example, your website is going to take a little bit of time, or your email marketing is going to take a little bit of time to set up, but it's not going to happen in between clients coming in or editing galleries. It needs to happen in a block of time. You need to give yourself that block of time.
And we block that out of the diary, don't we?
Yeah.
We make a point of saying, okay, we know that we haven't updated our galleries on our website in a little while.
Yeah.
Let's make sure that we're blocking that time out. And that's something that we haven't looked at in a little while.
To add to my very long list of things that I haven't looked at in a while.
So let's block some time out in the diary. Okay, Friday afternoon, from this time to this time, I'm blocking that out. And as much as when you get to it, you think, oh, do you know what? I could do with doing this and I could do with doing that.
There's always something better that could be done.
It doesn't matter. You've blocked that time out to do that specific task. And as much as it can feel like procrastination, it's not, because you've got to get that job done at some point. And unless you give yourself enough time to be able to achieve that task, it's just going to be weighing in on the back of your mind. That needs to be done. That needs to be done. And you've got to get it done, haven't you?
Yeah.
So you've got to allow yourself time to do it. And as much as you've got a million other tasks to be doing, that does need to take priority at some point, because otherwise you just never get around to doing it.
Yeah. I'm going to use this as a little segue and a cheeky little plug to the Maternity Academy, because that's exactly why we created it.
Yeah.
To take people away from the day-to-day and give them time to step back in a completely different country, so that they physically can't do
from the business completely,
and they can implement things and start the ball rolling and have somebody there with them and guidance and help with the things that mean the most to them and the things that they need to get done, that are not necessarily hard things.
No.
They might be hard things, but they're not necessarily the hard things. It's just the time-consuming things, or the things that you just can't get your head around and can't work out how to implement.
Yeah, because like things like the website, everybody knows they need a website. Everybody knows that they need certain things on the website, but you may not understand the client journey through your website. So you may not have kind of sat down and thought about, when a client gets to your website, what they need to be looking at, what, the things you need to have on the website to keep them there, to get them to do a little journey around where they need to be going on the website and end up on the page to book you, and already have all of the information that they need to know that you were the photographer for them. Or
like SEO, that we need SEO to for our website to work as it should do, but you like the why and the how.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't even know where to begin, because that's not something that I do. But Abigail does, and she does it. She does it well, because we show up when we need to be seen.
So, but if you were on your own, you wouldn't be able to. No. You wouldn't know how to do that. So having somebody there to sit there and go, well, this is why, and explain it in layman's terms, to be able to go, right, this is why we do it, and this is how I would do it. Then you can go, okay, well, if I tweak this bit, if I tweak that bit, and we can work together and do it together and put a good foundation in place, so that when you fly home, the main work is already done, the bulk of it is already done, and the hard bit of getting your head around that work is already done. You've got a plan in place for the next however long, and the easiest bit then is just doing it.
Because the whole point of it was, when we're spending money on education for ourselves, when we have in the past, we want to get the most for our money. We don't want to be,
we're the ones that turn up at WPPI first class in the morning, 8:30, with our notebooks and a cup of coffee, and then stay there until 8:30 at night. And we've split up so that we can all have a class each. And then we come back at lunchtime and debrief, and then go back off, and then come back at dinner time and debrief. And then we're back at 8:30 the next morning, because we spent a lot of money to get to Vegas, and we were there for the education.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, we had a lovely time. We had so much fun in between. But when the classes were on, that's all we did was the classes. Because we spent money on it and we wanted to improve.
Yeah, and that is kind of the fundamental of what we wanted to put in place for this one.
Yeah.
This is 5 days. It's not a retreat. We're not doing, a bit of yoga and a bit of, meditation, and we're not doing any of that. By all means, if you want to get up early and do a bit of yoga in the morning to get you in the right frame of mind, then that's great. But what we wanted was to jam pack the 5 days. So it is full of all of the information that you need, that your website and your marketing and your branding is all
IPS we're going to cover, and
sales, samples,
pricing,
everything that you need for your business to be working as a business, for it to work properly.
It's very heavily business focused, but it's also we've got a Simon Burfoot from Ellen Crom UK who's coming out to do lighting classes, and we're going to do styled shoots.
Yeah.
And when we say style shoots, they are going to be style shoots in as much as Simon's there doing lighting, but he's teaching the lighting, not just setting it up for you.
Yeah.
And there is going to be somebody there modeling, but it's going to be a real pregnant person, not a model.
Yeah.
So that you can learn how to interact or improve on how you interact with real paying clients or real pregnant people. And it's going to be sunset sessions, sunrise sessions, on location, doing it real time with us there to be able to help you through the practical elements of things and go, oh, have you tried this? Have you tried that? Because it's not about how we do it and how we run our business. It's about what you want to do.
That's what we found with style sessions when it was somebody is setting it all up and you literally just turn up and take a picture of what they've got set up.
And then everyone looks the same.
Yeah, and you are not doing the lighting as you would do the lighting, and you're not posing as you would pose. We can show you how we would do things because we have a very specific style.
Mm.
Simon knows what he's talking about with lighting, and he can show you the different techniques of lighting, and he can help you if you already have a technique but you want to do some tweaks to it and make it better. But it's about being able to gain knowledge of as many people as possible. So Simon is phenomenal at what he does, and he's great at that. So we will pick up some things off him that we didn't know. We have done so many maternity sessions, and we know what we're doing with like posing and stuff. If you want to pick our brains on posing, on whatever that side of things you want to ask us questions on, we can be there and we can show you what we would do in those situations. We've got Gillian, who is doing
Gillian
what?
Okay,
Gillian Devine. She will be doing branding. She's great with marketing. She knows so much on being able to attract the right people and to position yourself in the right places.
She's a branding expert. She does branding photography. She used to be a maternity photographer, but now she's a branding photographer. And she is very, very knowledgeable on branding and marketing and visibility. So she's there for you to pick her brain, and she is a fountain of knowledge, and she is happy to talk about anything.
Yeah, so you can sit and absorb the information from all of us when we are giving you the talks and the lessons that we've got planned to tell you kind of how all of that side of things work. So you can get your head around the basics of it and the reasoning behind why all of these things are so important. But then one of the really good things is we are going to have time to sit down and implement them. So it's not just you sitting there listening to all of this information and then have to take it home with you. We sit down together, and if it's your website you need to be working on, you get your website up. If it's your SEO, if it's your blog, if it's your Pinterest, you don't use or utilize Pinterest, whatever it is that you need the help with, we are going to have sessions where we all sit down together, we open our laptop, you get it up and you work on it while you're there. So whatever you've learned, you're implementing straight away. And then when you come home, like the shoots that we're doing, if you need time to sit and edit and get that up on your gallery, so your gallery is ready to go when you get home.
Yeah, we've got time in the schedule, optional time in the schedule for the evenings once we've done the structured learning and the implementation sessions. There's time then for a relaxed, like in the bar, image review kind of situation where we show each other images and have a bit of constructive criticism, or let's have a look at tweaking this bit and maybe take that bit out or whatever. Nothing too extreme, but like a nice little informal, have a drink, have a look at images.
Yeah, and just discuss it. And if there's something in an image that you're like, I don't really know if I want this or if I need to do this, ask somebody else. Ask somebody else's opinion.
Second pair eye.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm really excited for it.
Yeah, me too. I just feel like people will benefit so much from it because we've packed so much information from such knowledgeable people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There is a link in the live chat. I will put a link in the comments. I think there's one in the description as well. But the next 3 people that use our voucher code will get 25% off the ticket price, which is a big chunk.
It is.
So join us in May in Spain. I can't wait to have some sun.
I know.
My skin is see-through. I need some vitamin D in my life.
I feel like you absorb more when you know you're in a nice place and you're a bit more relaxed and the sun is shining.
We did take a lot more in when we were in Vegas.
Yeah.
A lot of knowledge coming
Like
in.
outside right now is absolutely miserable. It's wet, it's rainy. I want to go back to bed. You don't feel like that when you're out in the sun, do you?
No.
Mm.
Right. I think that's the end.
Okay.
Don't forget to use our voucher. The technical issues have thrown me off.
That was I'm sick of you going off on a tangent.
Yeah,
talking
you
about
do my
Taylor
head in.
Swift.
I'm sure they are as well. Yeah, let us know in the comments, guys, if that's been helpful.
Yes.
If you've got any questions, let us know. Join the group if you would like to upload any images or for constructive criticism, or if you want to ask any questions.
Yeah.
Drop us an email. And yeah, don't forget, the next 3 people will be getting 25% off with that code. And we will see you all soon.
Bye.
Bye.